we've got a set of metrics. The metrics have been squarely angled at health and well-being. We're spending 90% of our time now indoors rather than being externally. But one of the things that's always worried me somewhat as an architect is we tend to put more onus on the designers, and it always tends to be more paperwork-led rather than what are the resultant impacts and factors that we can get out of doing a building. One of the biggest impacts that we're facing in modern day is glazing. Okay? As an architect, I was a culprit for it. If I did housing, I always did windows that were too small because I wanted an energy efficient building. If I did commercial, I always wanted a lot of glass. Okay? And that's just generally what we do as architects. We think that more glazing is better, but not necessarily the case. If we want to look at trying to optimise it, we need to move away from the metrics that we've used 100 years ago and start looking at new metrics. Okay? BREEAM's now looking at things like daylighting illuminance, which is another name for daylighting autonomy. And we're starting to now look at not just what something might look like on the plane of a table, but also taking account of what the window specification may look like and what the orientation is or what the location of the building is. All these things which can have a significant impact to whether you feel like you're wearing a permanent pair of shades or whether you feel that there's too much glare in the building. Okay? Ultimately, what we want to be able to do is walk into a room, find that we've got a good lighting level so that you can see when you walk in what is the volumetrics of that building. Being able to see between the floor and the walls and the ceilings, things that in modern day we either end up with one or the other as an extreme. There are a number of studies out there now which are quite clearly showing in terms of educational establishments, whether it be from the RIBA that have done a lot of soft landing studies, whether it be from Salford University studies that are out there. It's clearly showing that if we look at the matrix that we have in multi-comfort, there can be anything between a 15 and 30% uplift in children's productivity. You know, we've got good teachers, we've got good equipment, we've got good schools. So I think the combination of all the lot brings together what we need as a good society.